Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semifinal of the Fun Times with Boomies ARMS Invitational. Today, we have two great semifinal matchups and one final matchup to play. So our first semifinal matchup, after I show you the bracket right now, is going to be Dami versus Disc Robo. Disc Robo has been on an absolute tear with his Kid Cobra through this entire tournament, but he's going against Dami, a very proficient Ninjara, and can also play a little bit of Springman. So, without further ado, only one of them can get through. They are playing a best of 3 series. Good luck to both the gentlemen, and here we go. We are going to see Dami's Springman versus Disc Robo's Kid Cobra. As I've said, Dami can play Springman or Ninjara, but let's see how these gentlemen do against each other. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. Should be a very close matchup, as both of them do have very similar skill levels. However, their play styles throughout the tournament have been very different. Disc Robo likes to kind of wait and then go offensive. Dami likes to play the grab game. So let's see which game actually will succeed more. As you can tell right now, they are trying to play each other's range, trying to see if they can catch one another with just a rogue side hit, but it's going to be whoever gets in close first and does the first hit that is going to have a bit of an advantage starting the fight. However, not a single punch has been landed yet. A lot of punches have come close to both of these competitors, but not a single punch has actually landed yet. But there is the first punch. Disc Robo landing with his beautiful combination of the Chillerang popper, and again, a beautiful popper shot off of Dami. And Disc Robo is just, he's an absolute monster with that popper. But Dami strikes back with a very, very powerful Slap-O-Mander hit for 130 fire damage. And that barely missed. And here we go. We're going to see a special rush off the chill effect, but it's not going to do a lot of damage. We're only going to see 145. And here comes Dami with a nice Slap-O-Mander, but that's also only going to do 180. Both of them hitting some very low powering specials in this first round. But it's going to be a very interesting round to say the least. Disc Robo hitting with both those shots on the popper. Very nice shot, but that Slap-O-Mander came super close to Disc's face, and he knows it as he jumped back in fear. But Dami, hanging back, is really playing that Slap-O-Mander well. The one thing people don't realize about curving arms is if you dash in the direction of the curving arm, you're always going to get hit. You got to dash away from it. But if your opponent knows this, they can throw their second punch in a spot you don't want to be. But Dami is going to hit Disc Robo with a grab. We are coming down to the last 5 seconds of the match, and this is going to actually seal the deal. But that grab might make it into a draw, but unfortunately, it just wasn't enough, and Disc Robo is going to be taking the first round of the first set. However, Dami had his special charged up. I don't know when we're going to see it, but Dami is going with a Chakram Sparky, while Disc has switched it up and is now going with the Hydra and Popper in his opposite hand. The Popper in Disc's right hand usually is his strongest, but it's very interesting to see that he has switched his hand up a little bit. Dami is going to cancel that Hydra punch and going to cancel Disc Robo's Popper by throwing his Sparky Fist, because that Sparky, once again, goes through all light arms. That is the one advantage Dami has in this round. And here we go. We're going to see a quick little rush off both arm throws, and that is going to do 305 to Disc. That is something Disc does not want early in this match at a major health deficit. So it'll be a very, very close game, regardless of who wins this round. But Dami, trying to keep Disc at distance, is using that Sparky to cancel out most of Disc's heavy arms. But here comes Disc with a special. Gonna hit 245, 275, 305. The game is now still anyone, and Dami just barely missing with that grab, as Disc is trying to stop every grab Dami does. As you can tell, Dami does like to throw grabs a bit more than I think he should be doing, and I think that's what gives him a little bit of a disadvantage in this fight. But Disc is now getting kind of pinned back in the corner, and Dami hits Disc with a nice grab, and now Disc is down to a quarter of his health. That is something you do not want to see in this. You do not want to see a health disadvantage, but Disc does not panic under this pressure. He knows how to keep his opponent back with all of his arms. So that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's slowly trying to approach Dami, because you know he wants to unleash his special on Dami's face to try and get back in this game. The last 10 seconds of the match, and it can be anyone's game, and we're going to see Disc catch Dami a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. We're going to see a grab. Unfortunately, that is still not going to be enough, and Dami is actually going to be taking round 2 of the first set. So we're going to be going to round 3 in the first set, and whoever wins this one is going to gain the first point. Dami, once again, has a special charge, and who knows when it'll be unleashed. It could be unleashed right at the beginning. It could be unleashed right at the end. But let's see. Once again, they are both trying to play each other's distance. Disc going back to his tried and true combination of the Popper and Chillerang. The best combination he's run through. That Popper's wind attribute is very useful. I will say that right now. But Dami going to unleash the special out of Disc and just knock Disc out of the sky with that. Absolutely incredible for a decent 275. And Disc, once again, playing back, trying to be patient, waiting for Dami to throw that curving arm before he throws his. But that Sparky can instantly counter Dami's Popper, so Disc Robo's Popper can instantly be countered by Dami's Sparky, so Dami's going to have to be aware of that. But Dami is going to catch Disc Robo is going to be catching Dami off that special for a very nice 325? I forget what it was. But anyways, that was very good. And now Disc has a major advantage in this fight. I keep thinking Disc is on the left and Dami's on the right from the split screen view. That's why I keep messing up their names, by the way. But anyways, Disc, not being faltered, is going to take that first set for him with a very nice popper shot right to Dami's face. And Disc is going to be taking the first point. Once again, these contestants do have opportunity to back out and change their arms if they need to. I don't think Disc is going to, as Disc really plays well with Kid Cobra. But Dami could be switching up to Najara, or we could see more Springman, or he could go back to his roots of bark and bite, but I don't think Disc actually changed anything there. We're just going to wait to see what Dami does, because Dami plays very differently with all of his characters, really. So let's see what Dami picks, and then we'll get right into the second round. Alright, here we go. We are going to see Dami bring out the Ninjara versus Disc Robo. Here we go, and we're going to be playing on Ribbon Girl stage, so both these fighters will have a very nice advantage. Disc Robo not opting to switch any of his arms, but Dami completely switching his character, which will completely switch his playstyle. Dami likes to play a lot of grabs with Ninjara, but let's see if Disc Robo can counter this grab game of Ninjara, especially on Ribbon Girl stage. Ribbon Girl stage does give a very nice advantage, but Disc is going to be landing the first hit with a nice Chillerang hit, followed by Dami, who's actually switched up his arm set a little bit and is now going with a Parasol on his Ninjara, which he usually doesn't do. It's a very interesting choice, and a very interesting choice indeed, because that wind element is actually going to play a major factor into leading into not only some special combos, but just damage in general. But here they go, trying to keep each other's distance again. But Ribbon Girl stage has a very unique ability of making blocks rise to the pillars. The ones that have a giant Ribbon Girl R on them take 2 hits to break, while the others just take 1 hit to break. However, players can get on top of these blocks, and on top of that, they can also punch through and grab through these blocks, making it a very tricky map. But Dami going to throw a special. Unfortunately, it's going to be immediately dodged by Disc Robo, and Disc Robo is going to get the block up in time. And now Disc is going to unleash his, but Disc is going to miss, and Dami is going to counter it with his amazing play of just a quick dash and a quick punch before Disc could get both of his arms back off that special. Dami throwing a quick grab, trying to get Disc off his game. Did not work very well, though, as Disc is still hanging back with his Popper and his Chillerang, and Dami is consistently taking hits from this Popper. That Chillerang came awfully close. Thank God Dami was up close, or else Dami would have... thank God Dami was a little farther away, I should say, because or else Dami would have taken that hit. But here comes a special from Disc Robo, and that is going to absolutely wreck Dami for this match. If I were Disc Robo, then this is just my opinion, I would have saved the special, because compared to Dami's special, Disc is going to have to fill up his whole special gauge again by throwing one. Dami, all he needs to do is throw probably about 3 punches, and he will have his special. I take it back. He threw 1, and it connected, so there it is, right there. Dami has his special ready for the round, but Disc is already halfway filled on his special, so we're going to see something very interesting happen here. Disc hitting with a quick 1-2 combo of the Hydra Chillerang. Dami's going to unleash his special here, but once again, Disc is going to read the dodge and block some of it, but did not block all of it. Unfortunately, it only did 70 damage, so it's really not that big of an advantage for Dami. Dami probably should have waited to activate that special for a little more of an interesting section. However, Disc Robo is kind of taking Dami to school right now, keeping Dami pinned back. And here we're going to see an absolutely beautiful unleash on the special for 350 damage on Dami. Disc, though, is going to get grabbed by Ninjara's quick, speedy grab. And Ninjara's quick, speedy grab is very dangerous. Very interesting to see Dami running a Parasol, though. But the wind element seems to be doing him very well for, I mean, the majority of this match so far. It's a very even game. It still could go anyone's way. But Disc nails Dami with a 120 Hydra plus hit. And Dami throwing another grab, thinking he can get Disc in a couple grab games. It doesn't work that easily, unfortunately. Disc is very aware of how to play the grab game. But this special is definitely going to connect on Disc Robo. And that's going to do a massive 340 damage. But Disc also has his special. And he could indeed end the match if Dami is not careful with this special. So Dami, oh, here it comes. But Dami is going to block it and use Ninjara's instant teleportation to keep himself in the game. This is still anyone's game here. If Dami holds back for about 5 seconds, he should be good. But however, if Disc lands another hit, that is going to be very close. And Disc Robo with a clutch Hydra hit at the very last second is going to give Disc the set, the game, and is going to eliminate Dami from the tournament. So good job on both competitors' parts. Dami and Disc, you guys were pretty evenly matched, I have to admit. But Dami, the one mistake you do have to realize, throwing grabs is not a great idea if your opponent knows how to counter them. But obviously, everyone's got their own playstyle. I'm not here to judge those playstyles. You just got to watch your opponent carefully because some players do play more than others. But Dami, thank you for joining in the tournament. And Disc Robo is going to be moving on to the final. And he is going to be either facing myself or Kitten from the next semifinal round. So until then, we'll see you guys there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semifinal of the Fun Times with Woomies ARMS Invitational. Match number 2, it is myself versus Kitten. Best of 3. We are going to be seeing a Twin Tail versus Kid Cobra. No questions about that. Let's get started. And we're going to Twin Tail's stage right away. Okay, this will be interesting. I actually do kind of like Twin Tail's stage, but looks like Kitten might have changed her arm setup a little bit. So what I'm going to do is, for the first round, I'm going to run Hydra Sparky. She's going to run Siki Chillerang, and let's see how this fight goes out here. This fight could literally play either way. I hate Sikis so much. I really do hate Sikis. And boing! Hey, I'm up here. I love the cars so much. The cars make it fun. Ooh, wow, that actually does 10 damage off her guard. I think two of the things might have connected there off of Kitten, which is not a bad thing, but Kitten is going to have to get a little more aggressive with that Siki and probably try and play my distance a little bit, or else she's just going to keep getting hit over and over with this. I saw this coming, and I knew this was going to hit because I didn't have a choice. 375, that's a decent hitting special. I am... Oh, thanks, car. Don't you love when the cars get in your way on this map? It's great. Come on, Kitten. And the first round of the first set is going to go to me here. I honestly think I'm going to stick with the same combination. I like this combination a lot. They're both straight punches. But now Kitten is thinking of what Kitten's going to do. Kitten is going to run the Slamamander Chillerang. And I know how to avoid the Slamamander pretty well. But I did save my special. I did not waste it. So... Ow, I walked right into that Slamamander that time. Okay. There we go. Nope. I'm gonna punch this way. Fun fact, I can cancel her Slamamander. Because it is a medium class arm. Give me that grab! It's delicious! Get grabbed! Oh, God! I'm surprised you didn't break the windshield off that one! Uh-oh. Alright, okay, I deserve that. I deserve that a little bit. Ow, my face. Ow! Oh, it's still anyone's game here. Shoot. Ah! Right out of midair. Pop! Just a quick little short-range punch with the Hydra. Right to the gut. And I am going to be taking the first set, it looks like, of that. However, Kitten can still come back, and we could still push this to 3 sets. So we'll see when we're ready to go. I'm going to ready up right now, because I'm ready to go. And so is Kitten. We are going to take no delays on this one, folks. We are going right into it. And now we're going to be playing on Bite and Bark stage, which is a little bit of an interesting stage. It does have a very interesting oblong shape to it. And it's got 2 interesting sides. Once again, I think I'm going to be sticking with the same combination. She is now going to throw a Seiki into that mix. So this is going to be a very interesting thing to do. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get in there and kind of use the guard dash to my advantage here. The guard dash is rather important. The guard dash is also a very tricky thing to pull off, because you have to be ready for it at any time. But if you do it properly, you can dash through any punch, provided your opponent doesn't have a straight punch coming directly for your face, because that happens. And it happens more often than you would think. Fun fact, I will cancel that arm all day, Kitten. Do not make me. I will. Come on. That was a mistake. Ooh, I'm so glad she didn't activate the rush there. I would have been in trouble if she activated her rush. Ow, but that caught me. Careful there, Kitten. Don't want to leave yourself wide open. Like I just did, because that was stupid of me. Oh, she's going to connect with her rush. And she's going to get me off of that. Good round, Kitten. Very good round. Good round. I am going to have to switch up my strategy, though, definitely a little bit with this. Because if she's going to do that, I'm going to have to switch my arm set to counter her arm set a little bit. Which is always a good time, because I love me some Chillerang Sparky combo. Chillerang Sparky is very nice. We like our freezing effects around here. I saw that, Sparky. I don't want to be... No! Ow! My face! How could you? Ow. That's right. Bonk! Bonk! I bonked her. Bonked her right on the nose. Right on the nose. We booped the kitten's nose. Not happening. My turn! Good try, Kitten. Good try. That rush was a bit of an unexpected time. I wasn't expecting it there. But conveniently, I still had a ground dash charge. I'm going to run with the same combo again, though, because that seemed to work really well. It countered her Seiki very nicely, and it also countered her Slamamander pretty goodly. And she's sitting in the back. Ah, caught her. Ow. That hurt. Alright. Let's get some punches in there. We're gonna want our special built up here, so I'm gonna try and get some punches in there. Oh, I caught her twice with that. That's the corner on Bite and Bark stage you just don't want to be on. Like, if you're stuck in that corner at any point, it's a really bad thing to do, and I just countered Kitten's special there with a quick little dash punch. I don't know if I want to use my special here. I'll probably use it if I get in a really dire situation. But right there, that's going to be the second set. Good game, Kitten. You've fought very well in the tournament. Good game, Kitten. I was actually kind of afraid if I didn't switch my combo there the second round, it was going to be tough to counter you. I'm glad I did. There's a lot of arm combinations in this game that can counter everybody's arms. But Kitten, thank you for participating in the tournament. You did very well, and I look forward to playing arms with you in the future once more, because I mean, we've played arms how many times now? And it's been a great time every time we've played. So thank you for participating in the tournament. Unfortunately, though, your run is going to end here. I'm going to be moving on to the finals, and I am going to be fighting Disc Robo. We are going to see a finale of Kid Cobra versus Kid Cobra. Who is the superior Cobra? Find out in the finals. Until then, I'll see you guys then.